Come on this way. Come on, Nippy. He's ignoring me now. Bentley, come on. Let's go this way. Come on, let's go back towards the canal. Come on then. Come on, little fellas. That's it. Good boys. It's Sunday afternoon and we've taken the opportunity to do some wallpapering. So we've done that bit there. We've done that bit there. We just have to finish off now with the last piece, which is this bit here. But apart from that, it's done. There we go. I'll turn the camera around so you can see it properly. So I'll do a quick close-up. It looks a bit dark because the sun's just gone in, but it isn't that dark really. There we go. But it matches. Let's see if I can zoom out a little. There you go. But it matches the paint colour perfectly. Love it. So that's it. Done now. So the wallpapering is finished. All done. You can see my t-shirt kind of like disappears into the wallpaper now. So all that we need to do in here now is to have the new curtain pole put up, the curtains, and then the carpet. And then we're done. So it's Monday, so busy kind of day ahead today. So it's got to go to post office this morning to put some website orders into the post. So got that to do. I've got to go to the bank, got to sort out some pennies. And then this afternoon, I'm taking Mum to the doctors. So about a year ago, Mum was tested for Lewy body dementia and for Parkinson's disease. So this is a follow-up to that appointment and diagnosis that we had last year. So it's a year later, so they're going to reassess, do another ECG, take some more blood, and also they're going to have a look at her chest because she has emphysema 2, COPD as it's called now. So they're going to do all those kind of tests to see whether or not her chest is worsened, and also give her a full MOT, a full kind of like body check. So breathing, brain, and all the rest of it. So it's well timed because she has been feeling a bit off the last couple of weeks. She has complained about having a cold, so she may have a chest infection or something like that. So it's best to get these things checked out before it gets any worse. So that's the plan for today. Sun's out again, although it's not very bright today, but it is out. So yesterday, while we were sat in the doctor's waiting room with Mum's checkup, we started talking about a wheeled stroller, one of those 3-wheeled kind of little tripod things that older people use to steady themselves while they're walking. Now, just after Christmas, my sister bought Mum one of those, and Mum point blank refused to use it, saying she wasn't mentally ready to have assistance with walking, to her detriment really, because it meant that she couldn't really get out as much as she used to be able to do. Anyway, while we were sat in the doctor's chatting, waiting for her appointment time, I mentioned about this walker again, And to my surprise, she said, "Oh, well, yeah, well, I'll give it a go. I'll try it." So I said to her, "Well, if you do want to try it, then I'll take you to the garden centre, just as kind of a little bit of incentive for her to actually get out and use it, but also as a little bit of an excuse for her to stretch her legs, get some fresh air, and a bit of change of scenery too." So that's what we've got planned this afternoon. So I'm going to take her to the Cherry Lane Garden Centre in Gainsborough, or it's just before Gainsborough, which is only about a quarter of an hour drive away. But she's been talking about wanting some plants to do some baskets and some pots. So I thought a perfect opportunity. So use that as a bit of a carrot and dangle that to get her moving. So she's agreed. So we'll see what happens. They are, aren't they? Should we slide to open then? After you?
Awkward if you've got one of those.
So another beautiful morning. Come on then, this way. That's it, good lads. So Ian's away for the day again. So it's just me and the boys and mum and dad. So recently I had to take mum to the doctors with a suspected chest infection. So she's now on antibiotics and she's feeling a lot better. So all's good on that front. So today, because it's just me and the boys, I'll be able to get a little bit of filming done. Trip to the supermarket just to grab a few provisions. Somebody doesn't want to be out today, does he? And then a bit of a tidy up in the shed today, because I could do with it. I definitely need a shed clean. Come on, just a bit further. I know, but at least the sun's out and it's not raining. Eh? So a while ago, I mentioned about having problems with the computer, about how it's so old now that I can no longer update the software that I use for creating like the paper pads and that kind of stuff. And a lot of you suggested that I just get a few cables and attach it to the laptop, get another monitor, and utilise the laptop, because that's a lot newer. I only bought that, or we only bought it this year. So that's what we've done. I've bought all the necessary cables to be able to hook up a separate monitor and use the laptop as a main computer rather than this one here, which sadly, as far as Adobe is concerned, this is now obsolete. It isn't. It's a perfectly good computer. Everything else works fine on it, including the internet and iMovie, and all of my Apple programs work perfectly and have never changed. But it's only the Adobe ones that seem to do it. So it's only when I need to do any kind of design work, creating the paper pads or new stencils or that kind of stuff, where I'm going to need to use the laptop. So recording videos and editing, YouTube videos or anything, any content for the website, I can just continue to use this one. It's only when I need to use like the Adobe programs that I'm going to have to hook up. So I don't really need a permanent solution. I really just need something that I can just hook to a monitor, which I have. I have one behind me. Now, if I just turn the camera around. So this is my filming station. This is where I film my videos. I put my phone, I used to have a camcorder, but now I put a phone on there and then have it pointing down at my desk. At the moment, it's got lots of little Star Wars figures because Ian and I are just having a play with some Star Wars models and that kind of stuff. In our downtime, it's a kind of shared hobby. We have one or two little figures there that we've been just playing with. Well, not playing as in lying on the carpet and playing, putting together some of the starships and that kind of thing, which are also over there, just as a little hobby on an evening when there's nothing on the TV. But anyway, I digress. So I can hook up the my laptop to that TV and use a wireless mouse and keyboard if I need to. So yeah, so that's a solution. So I'm going to try that for a week or two and see what happens. So fingers crossed, it'll solve the problems.
Oh, come on, what are you doing with that cake?
No, I can't seem to work out the mechanics of it. Oh, that's it, I think. Oh, dear me. No, I can't work out the mechanics. So brute force and ignorance, as they say.
So, why have we got a cake?
Right, so today is Mum and Dad's 65th wedding anniversary. So we've got them a little cake.
So that's Mum's, what we having?
So 1961 they were married. So
Yeah, black and white, wasn't it?
it was in black and white,
Those
obviously.
days, yeah.
So yeah, so we're having a little celebration cake. So this is, like I said, white chocolate and raspberry.
Oh, freeze-dried raspberries.
Yes, it's absolutely delicious.
Somebody's a bit hopeful here.
Mr. Bentley.
Yeah. Nipper is still outside, sat in his bed. You can see him just there.
Oh,
So it looks nice, that. So
we'll let you know how it goes.
we will. So, what was it like?
9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10? Mm-hmm. Excellent. 9 out of 10? Lovely. And Dad's not having any because he's having cheese on toast, so he doesn't fancy any. But I think, would you give it? So that, says I don't know. Better give him his lunch, I suppose. Everybody. While I've been poorly off work, well, not off work really, just sort of lounging around, malingering, I've been designing some new T-shirts. As you see behind me, we'll go through them all in a minute. I did some T-shirts before COVID and they were phenomenally popular, weren't they, Mike?
They certainly were.
And since then people have been saying, can you do more T-shirts, can you do more T-shirts, can you do more T-shirts? Well, I've had time, so I've now done some T-shirts. Behind me there are 11 designs. There are 21 or 22 in total, which are all on the website. But I'll run through these T-shirts with you, and then the ones I haven't got the T-shirts made up from, I'll show you them in the Dog-a-log. Not a catalogue, a Dog-a-log, for obvious reasons. They're all printed to order. They are all limited editions, and their delivery is between 7 to 10 days from receiving order. So you're getting something that's a bit special without having to wait a long time for it, really. So without more ado, less ado, Mike?
Without more ado, yes.
Without more ado, let's have a look at the T-shirts then. Okay, so I'll pick this one up first. This is the Verne Industries logo T-shirt. All these T-shirts are extra large, by the way. But I love that one. Purveyors of Steampunk Marvel since 1885. So that's one. Are we okay with that, Mike?
Yeah, let me move to this side.
Okay.
Because that way I'm not in the shadow then.
Okay, and then we've got...
One of my personal favourites.
Oh, I love that. The Association of Steampunk Wizardry. I have to say, they're all directly printed on the garment, so they're not transfers.
Yeah.
They're actually printed on the garment and then baked on.
DTG.
DTG, direct to garment. They're a good T-shirt as well. They're the heavy-duty Gildan ones, and they feel lovely, don't they, Mike?
They do, they're very soft.
Okay, so that's the Steampunk Wizard. I've also got the Steampunk Aeronauts. I love that. I love the illustrations. But it's the detail, even down to the little cogs and all the detail on them. Okay.
Yeah, next.
So there's it. And we've got we've got to have subaquatics, haven't we, really?
Look at the octopus.
He's great, isn't he?
He is.
I like if you look at the bottom, it's got what's it called? What you get in the sea?
Seaweed.
Seaweed, that's the one. Okay. Then we've got the space travellers. It's the detail on all of them. The detail is phenomenal.
I know. I just love the galaxy printed in the background, and even on the globe, it's accurate.
It's just, but they're nice because they're not, as I say, they're not stickers. Not like when you iron them on and
No,
come
no.
off. These will wash and wash and wash.
Well, we're still wearing them, some from COVID,
Yeah.
6 years later.
Of course, it's always gin o'clock.
Not for me.
Not for you though. However, gin o'clock's not for you, Mike. But yours, I just go this way. Yours is.
Yes.
It's always rum o'clock.
That's the one for me.
It's the detail again. The lettering's beautiful.
It is, and I love the little gems on the bottom.
Okay, so that's the always rum o'clock. We've also got, which is my utmost favourite, or one of them, the Association of Steampunk Paranormal Investigators.
Yeah, I love this one.
Look at the image in the middle though with the ghosts.
Absolutely love this one. If you're a fan of
Lockwood and Co.
You'll see where the green lantern kind of came
But I
in.
mean,
Yeah, I know. Even the crow's got goggles on, look.
but I love that.
It's fab.
The fingerprint.
Yeah.
But it's all the detail and it's just so right. I spent ages on these. So that's I want one of those.
You've got one.
Yeah, but I want one of my own. Steampunk Time Travellers. It's very vortexy, isn't it?
Love it.
I love the hat.
Yeah, let me just zoom in on that clock. There you go. Very vortex, very time vortex.
But it's the quality and the crispness of the image.
They're great. Very
And
nicely
then-
done.
I know my friend Irene will love this. The Association of Dragon Trainers.
Love it.
They're all available in small, medium, large, XL, 2XL and 3XL. So there's plenty of sizing there for everybody. I think he's great.
Very
He's
nice.
ominous without being frightening.
Yes.
And then last but
Threatening.
not least at this moment,
Non-threatening.
non-threatening, is the Association of Steampunk Pirates.
OR.
Wow. But it's the detail again if you zoom into the skull with all the details on the hats and
Clipper.
the clipper, the airship clipper. Yeah. We've got guns.
All fabulous.
So they're the t-shirts I already got printed. However, I've got a lot more different ones on the website. They're on my website, not Mike's. And I'll just turn the camera around and we'll nip down to Mike's studio and I'll give you a flick through the Dog-a-log and then you can see the other designs that are there as well. So I'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
So we have hot-footed it, as 'twere, from the showroom. Oh, do you like the wallpaper, by the way? It looks nice, doesn't it? Upstairs.
You're digressing.
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
Hurry up.
I got
Sidetracked.
sidetracked. Okay, so this is my Dog-a-log. This is what I'm taking out to the shows with me that shows exactly the t-shirts I've got. You'll also be able to see the ones you've already seen, but there are different ones as well. They're behind plastic, so we don't get grubby little finger marks all over them. So we've got the Steampunk Wizardry one, which I think you've already seen, which I love. The Dragon Trainer. The Paranormal Investigator. The Pirates. The reason I've done this is so I don't have to have all the shirts printed. I had 11 and then I went a bit mad and did some more. So, Steampunk Space Travellers, which I like, it's one of my faves. The subaquatic one, which you've seen already. The Aeronauts. The Very Interested logo one, which I really like. I'll probably do one of those for the shows to wear. The rum o'clock you've seen, and you've seen the gin o'clock. However, you haven't seen these. So this is the needlesmith. I was going to put seamstress, but Mike pointed out seamstress is a little bit sexist. Is that the right word, Mike?
It's gender specific.
Gender specific, that's the word. Where needlesmith can be a man or a woman, but this has got, you've got all the stitching, the pin cushion, the machine. I just think that's so nice, and it's got the tape measure. It looks brilliant.
Yeah, we do know at least a couple of guys who do couture.
Yes.
Daniel being one, and he is a needlesmith.
Yeah.
So
it's also a bit more vintage if it's a needlesmith. So yeah, that one. The Steampunk Engineer. I've done this one because I have a couple of friends who are engineers. There's Charlie, and Rachel, and Chris.
Absolutely.
And Lucy. They're all engineers. Family of engineers. So that's why I've done that one. The Time Travelers one you've seen. I love this one. This one is going to be so popular, Mike.
Yes, it is.
Kathy will go mad for this. So I really like that. We haven't said, we've not mentioned Doctor Who or anything. So we're copyright free on this. We're just waiting for the Doctor. And of course, the police box is Crown copyright. Yeah. So it's common. Anybody can use it.
Anybody in the UK?
UK, yes. Sorry, yeah. Verne Industries Flies to Mars. That is a cracker, that one. I'm going to wear that as well. Right. This year I am sponsoring the Teapot Racing Championship in the UK that they run at all the shows. So that the Asylum, the Butterley next weekend, everywhere where there's a steampunk event, there will be teapot racing. And our lovely friends Richard and Irene run it. So I'm sponsoring that. So I thought we'll do a steampunk racing t-shirt. I love the fact you've got the T-Fuel PSI and the boost.
Excuse the rumble, it's me sitting down.
Space Adventures. Who doesn't love a space adventure? I think he's great. I like the fact that you've got the Houses of Parliament in the background, Big Ben. Oh, it's not Big Ben, is it Elizabeth Tower?
Yes, the Elizabeth Tower.
Yeah,
now.
so obviously
Big Ben's the
Big
bell.
Ben's, yeah. Steampunk Genius. Pink. I'm not going to be gender specific, but some ladies may like this. Some gentlemen may like this. So we've got the Steampunk Genius there. And we've got another one, which is the copper version. Again, men or women. Right, everybody knows a steampunk smart ass. I mean, there's smarty pantsers everywhere. But I like this because it's common sense, not so common. And then at the bottom it says pressure, 0 to 150, full of BOLL star CKS. Fill in the word. But that is going to be very popular for some people. I can see them buying the husbands or wives that. Probably husbands. It'd be women buying the husbands, wouldn't it, Mike?
Quite possibly, yes.
And then we've got the Vampire, Monster and Vampire Hunter. Again, we've
Popular.
got, that would be very popular. We've got the like the blood and the dragons and the devils, and they're really gothic with the bats. I just think that's going to be very, very popular as well. Steampunk White Witch. I've got quite a few friends who are White Witches, and I think this on the t-shirt will look stunning. You've got the crystals, you've got the cogs around the hat, you've got all the pipe work and the lovely intricate design, a semi-crescent moon there with a cog and a crystal on it. So yeah, so that's it. So there are all the t-shirts. There are 21 or 22. You'll find them at vernindustries.co.uk.
I'll put a link on the screen.
Thank you. On the home page, when you get onto the website, there's some t-shirts in a row. Click it and it'll take you to the limited edition t-shirts for 2026. So that's all from me today. I will see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now. Give me a hand to wave, bye, Mike.
Bye.
Oh, look at that. See you later.
So it's just gone 4 o'clock and we're back out again. It's been a lovely day today. A bit sunny, a little bit cloudy, but a little bit windy as well, so perfect for washing. So we're just taking the boys out again just for their afternoon perambulate, and then after I've done this, drop them both back off at the house. I'll go pick Ian up from work. Sounds like he's had a busy day today, so productive day all around. I did manage to get the shed tidied at least and a bit of washing done. I know, exciting life we lead. Come on, you two, can't just stand there sniffing all day. They're not bothered, are they? Yeah, not bothered one little bit. It's because they're getting old a bit now. So the sun's out again. We had an absolute torrential downpour overnight, which is to be expected really at this time of year. But the sun's out again today. It's lovely. So I'm hoping to do a little bit of pruning on the Acer, which overhangs the footpath. The canopy wants raising again. I did it last year, but now all the new growth has established, I can raise it again because it's all started to hang down again. So I'll be able to get that done today if it continues to be sunny, and do a bit more weeding. But yeah, another nice day, another day spent in the garden, pottering and doing bits and pieces. But first of all, I've got groceries to get from the supermarket. Right, so that's the shopping done. And now it's back home, and it's still only 9:30. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.